Hey, welcome back. I'm going to tell you a funny story about this joystick. This joystick is a Gravis, Advanced Gravis Joystick. It's for PC and was sent to me by my friend Herbert Fung from Canada. And he asked me to convert it to Apple II. First of all, I didn't know that these joysticks were actually... I thought they were like the Atari joysticks made of direct connection. They call it digital because they just got 4 connectors, and they, when you move it to one side, it just makes connection. So it only has 4 sides, and I was like, no, I don't like those because those don't work well with Apple IIs. Apple IIs need potentiometers, and he told me no, they are potentiometers over there, and you can see them over here. These are the pots. And when you move them, they'll move. Well, I was not aware of that. And it's a weird design. It's very cool design, actually. Has 2 buttons over here and a button on top. But this has a thing over here that you move. And if you move it like that, it will release it. And if you move it like this, it will lock it again. So that's very cool. That's a different design that I've never seen before. The other cool thing about this is that it has 3 buttons here, 3 locks. And for a long time I couldn't understand what those these are for. So I thought they were for trimming them, but no, these are for the 3 buttons. So the bottom one is for this, the middle one is for the top one, and the top one is for the top button. And it has 3 positions, and over here they show it, 3 positions. The down, middle, and up. So over here it's middle. I'm going to put them all in middle so we can see them all. Middle, middle, middle. And in middle, they won't do anything. So when you click on them, they won't click. Then if you put it on top, it will work as a top button. If you put it on bottom, this will act like this. So that's cool. And the same with the other ones. If you put this up, this one will be this button. And if you put it down, this one will be this button. And same here. Of course, you put it up, this one will actually act like this button. And put it down, it will act like it normally is. So it is really weird and really fun. But the funny story about this is that Herbert also sent me a tip. And I was like, why you send me these things? And this is because this has a very weird, strange, screws. They're just weird screw heads that they were only designed in Canada, because he told me, oh, it has a different, screw. And I said, well, I got a bunch of, screw adapters, and I'm sure I'll have one. But no, I do not have a square one, actually. So he sent me this one. And this comes from here, And this is just Canadian. I didn't know that. This is just a Canadian design. The problem is that the one that he sent me was 1 measure up. So when I put it in, it didn't go in. So if you see it closely, I actually had to take my router and, sand it down, or whatever we want to call it, file it down. So it finally went in through. So that's the funny story, that I had to do all these things just to open this joystick. So right now we're going to work on this, and we're going to convert it to Apple II. So after the funny story, let's start. All right, start. We're gonna open this. Actually, I should just cut the wire, but let's open it first. Then I'll cut the wire and we'll do this. But again, this is a funny design. And These feet are kind of gooey. They're old. They get out pretty easy, but I'm gonna have to use glue gun over there to take out all the goo. So if you don't bite your nails, you'll be able to take them out directly. So as you can see, this is a weird screwdriver. And there it is. And Herb, you know, he was a little bit upset that he sent me the wrong one. But I say, you know what, this is the only thing I'm going to use it for, so I'll try to file it down to make it work. And it did, so I mean, it's nice screw, you know, and it's the first time I see this kind of screw head. So we got it there. Now we always have to be very careful when we open this, because you don't know if it has like springs or other kinds of things. And of course I put all my stuff in a container so it doesn't get lost. Okay. So this opens like this, and carefully, there you go. And there it is, there's our buttons. And these are the pots. This is so weird, and then it has these screws to adjust it, to center it. So it's a pretty cool design, you know. I've never seen something like this before, so I'm pretty happy about it. I really didn't understand that this was really a normal, you know, joystick, not one of those digital joysticks like the Ataris. So I'm happy that he taught me something new. So I'm gonna put it together because, oh gosh, yeah, that's a problem. That is gonna be difficult. These things don't get into some. It doesn't have anything to lock in, so it just goes on top of it. So it's a pain to put them in. Of course, when you think you got them, something goes wrong and they doesn't get in right. Take a look. Oh, there you go. So I'm just gonna keep them like that. I don't want to close them again, so I'm just gonna put some tape so it doesn't open, because I'm gonna need to open them later. I'm just gonna put some tape so it doesn't move too much while I'm playing with it. All right. Next, this is, I feel bad because this is beautiful. You see that it goes with the color. It's a beautiful color, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. Cut. And then I gotta peel these, and then I'm gonna cut this off. What I do is I use a very sharp knife and I cut this through. But you know what, I had experiences, and once, I think this is it, once I cut my finger really bad. So while I was cutting this, it went like this, and I cut, I don't remember which one, but from now on what I do is I put them in a vise, and then I put some gloves and I cut it, because I don't want to risk again cutting me, you know, it's not worth it. So I'm gonna peel this, and I'm gonna go and cut with the vise. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this over here. Be careful with this so I don't cut the cables themselves. So I'm pretty careful. Then I just pull it out. And we got a bunch of cables. Fortunately, what I do in these cases, it took me a while, and I did it offline because I don't have enough recording tape to do all this. It takes me hours to normally, be checking one by one and checking which one goes where. So I did some, here's my working paper. So I tried to do cables, and then I say, no, this is good, this is good. So in the Gravis, here we are. We use the blue, gray, black, yellow, orange, red, and green. So green, orange, red. Oh, we use them all. Yeah, good. So that's it. I'm just gonna peel the top, and we'll start working with them. So I got a paper with my sheet. I'm gonna put together, this is the 5 bolts, gray, black, and yellow. So let's look for the black, gray, and yellow. These 3 are together. So I'll just put them all together. Okay. Then we have the blue one. This one is button 0. I think it's a red. And let's see, 5 is x-axis and 8 is y-axis. So 5 is orange is x, y is green. Then the red button is button 0. Yep, button 0. And the blue button is button 1. So blue is button 1, red's button 0, green and blue, green and orange. Orange and green are the X and Y. All right. Okay, so we got the connector, and of course, numbers I gave you 1, 2, 5, 7, and 8 are actually the connectors in the back, the pins. So pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So pin 1 is blue, pin 2 is gray, black, and yellow, pin 7 is orange, no, pin 5, sorry, is orange, pin 7 is red down here, and pin 8 is green. And that's it. It's no big deal. So I just gotta put them all together and solder it. Here's my super high-tech holder. There's only 2 in existence in the world. One is in the NASA, and the other one is here. Very difficult to get, man. I'm gonna take my solder here. I'm gonna turn on my Hako. Here we go. It's getting heat. Boop. I'm gonna get ready. And what I do normally is I put a little bit of solder on the tips. So they can, oh, I don't think it's working well. Here we go. Let's put some solder here. Solder here. Oh. Solder here. Move it over here. Don't want to touch it with the heat gun. And let's start with the blue. Blue is 1. So where's number 1? Is here. Goes in here. Oh, hold on. Now we take it out, we check it, and we're supposed to cover these guys. So what I do is normally I take my magnifying glass and I see through it, and I just make sure that everything is good. To test, I'm going to take my Apple IIc, some power, where's my monitor? My monitor's up here, you cannot see it, but in fact, hold on. I gotta test it before I finish everything, so turn it on. Okay, of course I gotta put a MECC inspector. There it is. Okay, so I go and let me put something behind it so we can watch it. There you go. Joystick. Boom, we got it. Oh, no buttons. Oh, we got the off button. Why? Because this is... Oh, I got a tape over it. So let's move them up. And there's a button here, there's a button here, and there's a button here. Up, down. Now, why I don't have enough movement? Oh, I'm gonna have to, you see, I only have not enough movement, so I need more movement over there. And of course it's not centered, so let's go to the second part. All right, for the next thing I have to clean up a little bit over here. And I gotta open up so we can see the interior of the joystick. And I want to show what we were talking about a few minutes ago, that I'm gonna have to work inside. So the problem is that we don't have enough movement, and that's because the potentiometers are worn out. So what we want to do, and this was taught to me by somebody at Kansasfest, Sark, that we need to add some nice, what it called these? Capacitors. We need to add some capacitors in between these two guys. So when I put this over here, you see immediately it moves. And I got more movement. So if I put it here, you see immediately it has more movement. If I take it out, it goes up again. So I need to put between 47 and 6800. Wow, not enough. Almost there, but it doesn't go to 255 yet. So let's see if I put a bigger one. Yep, that does it. Oh, it still doesn't go to 55. That's That's weird. What about here? Ah, it almost goes there. This is kind of extreme, you know. Normally, with one capacitor, it will work, but here it may not work like that. So let's try to add two of them. Oh, now it goes to 55. Oh, yeah, all the way. Not all the way. It goes to the center now. And it doesn't go down yet. All right, so I got it working. So I had to add two of them. One is 4700 and the other one is 6800. So putting them together, 255 and 255. And of course 0, 0. So now I got the full range. My buttons are working. You got it working. So let's solder again. Oh, remember, boys and girls, disconnect things before starting soldering. You don't want to short anything. Reconnect. Turn on. Okay, up, down, funky town. Oh, why it doesn't go all the way down? It's almost 255, and this is 241, but it was giving me 255 a few minutes ago. It maybe needs adjustments on this. $255. $255. Okay, it was an issue with adjustments. And now look at this. It's not centered, and it has a little bit of a jiggle, but I think there's no problem with that. So what I need is a flat screwdriver, and I need to start either screwing this up. Oh, gotta be careful here. Oh, it says up and down, so this was okay. It's this one the problem. The screwdriver is way too big for this. Okay, here's a smaller screwdriver. Carefully we'll adjust it. There it is, you see? It's going that way. So 127 should be 128, 128. We're almost there, and here we're gonna be 132 yet? Not yet. There, 127, 127. It should be 128, 128. So it's never that accurate, but we're very close. So there you go. We're ready to put it together. for this, I'm just gonna put back the screws, the weird ones. So I'll go like this, and then when I feel it that it goes the way it was before, then I just screw. So I don't make 2 new screw sets. So there it is. And there it is. Beautiful. Now, normally what I do is I cut this in half, and I take out this and I put it back again, so it looks kind of like original. But Herbert asked me to put just a normal case because he want to use it in some systems. Sometimes when you use this one, it's so wide that it doesn't get in well in the Apple IIgs and the Apple IIe. So I'm gonna just put a normal case over here. Beautiful. Okay, we'll set him up, but there you go. Oh, I almost forgot. The feet. Right now it's all sticky. So I got some goo gone. I'll clean them up. You just need to clean it up with a little bit of alcohol. Because we want everything to be really clear. Now that I have this done, I bought these feet, transparent feet. Oh, they're a little bit too thin, but I think they're good enough. Okay, and I can just add some cement over there and make them look real nice. Okay, so I hope you like it. This is all. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share with your friends, and comment. Thank you for coming again, and see you next time.